She said, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mama. I'm sorry. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about something that I have not seen on YouTube. If it's there, somebody please let me know in the comments down below. I'm not trying to take anybody's video idea, but this kind of came to me when I was doing my last Boxycharm unboxing, and several of the products I was not crazy about. You guys know that I love getting my Boxycharm each month, and what I really wanted to figure out is, do I really like the products that I'm getting, or is it just the excitement of getting a package in the mail? Because let's all be honest, in a digital age, there is something special about opening up your mailbox and seeing a package or a personal letter, not some, advertisement flyer or things like that. So I went through my collection and pulled out all the items from Boxycharm that I've received that I actually use on a regular basis. Now, I'm not talking about every day. There are only like 3 or 4 products I actually use every single day, and I don't mix and match with other items. But these are products that I will reach for at once, anywhere from 1 to 3 times a week, if not more. Some of these are incorporated in my absolute everyday routine. Some of them a couple of times a week, and then some of them are special occasions, but I do actually use them versus products that I tried, put in a drawer, and never used again. I got my first Boxycharm in November of 2016. So we're right at about 15 months of receiving boxes, and these are the top items that I am actually using. So if you're interested to see what I'm actually using from Boxycharm, stay tuned. Now, I will preface this by saying there are probably 3 to 4 items that I got in a Boxycharm that are not going to be in this video because I've used them all up and I no longer have the containers. The first one is going to be the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2. So this is what my Rainforest of the Sea palette looks like. I'll try to turn it a little bit so you can see the indentions where I've used things. My 2 favorite colors in this entire thing are going to be, oh Lord, if you can see there's dust on it from where I've used it. Okay, so my 3 favorite is going to be Riptide, which is this dark green, Breezy, which is, it's a gray, taupey, not really shimmer, maybe it's a shimmer, I don't know, I'm probably using the wrong words. And then this, I can't even read it, I got so much product on here I can't read the names of it. Oh, and then Seaside, this brown right here. So I love using these 3 colors. Now, I've used all of them. There's not a lot of, I think there's all of 2 mattes, and I believe Seaside is one of them. The other matte is Conch. So obviously I can use that as a crease color, but I've used both of these as inner corner highlights or brow bone highlights. I've used this darker color out in the corner of my eye, but I've done a couple halo eyes with these 2 colors, and then this Seaside just blends out really well if you ask me. So I really enjoy using this one. This is one of my special occasion palettes because I tend to just do mattes on my eyes during the week when I'm going to work. I might use like a cream shadow, which is what I have on today, just all over my lid if I'm in a hurry trying to get dressed. So I might reach for this one once a week, once every 2 weeks, but I have used it several times. I think the shadows have a ton of pigment and they blend really well. I'll swatch my favorites for you. Seaside, Riptide, and Breezy, and those would be the 3 colors I use the most out of this palette. Okay, the next eyeshadow palette that I have I like to use is this Blink by Boxycharm. Now, this is kind of tragic because I was moving these around literally 3 days ago and I dropped it, and my 2 favorite shadows are the ones that fell out and broke, so I can't even prove it. But I loved to use this cranberry color and then this lightest champagne. You can see a little bit of it here in the pan. Those were honestly the colors I used the most, and they're the 2 that fell and broke. I really enjoyed this copper rose gold shade right here, Vanadini. I'm not even going to try and say these names, but these are great shadows for shimmers on the lid or right there in the corner. And then this one, you can do all kind of fun stuff with this cranberry color. Let's see if I can get a little bit of a swatch of this one going. I used this a couple times around Christmas. I just think these are beautiful, beautiful colors. And I have reached for this several times. I used this lightest champagne color a ton. I'd already started hitting pan on it, which may have been why it was one of the first ones that broke. All right, and then moving right along to the last eyeshadow palette that I use a lot is the Wingkey Luxe eyeshadow palette. This, okay, well, I'm not crazy about this packaging, but if that's your style, then do you. That's awesome. But I just love the color layout of this palette. This I have a thing about cranberry maroon, okay? I don't even know. I don't know if it's my Mississippi State pride coming through, but if it's maroon or cranberry color, I'm here for it, obviously. So this shade right here in the bottom middle, Cheshire, I have used that a ton. I've actually used that, I might have used that with my, I've used this for a ton of crease blending. And then this holographic shade, you can see I've made a mess with it. And then, which one is this holographic shade? Oh, it's literally called holographic, I forgot. And then Strut and Pure, I have used for crease colors, depending on what kind of looks I'm going for. It's Naked Cosmetics Under Eye Setting Powder. Now, I'm not a big baker, but I will most definitely use a, oh God, I don't want to spill it anymore because it's kind of messy, but I think this does really well as far as setting the under eye, and I don't get a ton of flashback from it. So, oh God, I'm making a mess. It's why it's so dusty. But yeah, this is great, especially with a sponge, just going in and setting the under eye area. I also, oddly enough, carry this in my gym bag a lot. Instead of carrying around my big Airspun Coty Airspun powder, I threw this in there, and that's what I was using to set my under eye, and then places around my nose and my smile lines where I get super oily throughout the day, and I just wanted to lock in that concealer and try and keep it as matte as possible, and that's what I was using this for. This is one of these items that is in my everyday makeup drawer. I don't even have the top to this anymore, but it is the Browgal Convertible Brow in 02 for brown hair. I know this sounds crazy, but I have used the darkest shade, I've used the middle shade, and then I have combined all three of them together, depending on what other brow products I'm using. Now, I don't just use this completely to fill it in. I use this, and then I'm a big fan of how thin this angled brush is on the end of here. It has a nice spoolie, I use that too. But I'm a fan of how thin this is. I'll go in, and this is what I use every single day. I mean, every single day, to go in there and get the little hair-like strokes on the inside of the bridge of my nose where that fine brow hair is. But like I said, I've used all three colors. If I feel like, one day if I feel like the pencil that I'm using or the pomade that I'm using is a little bit more warm tone, I'll go in and I'll mix some of this lightest shade in with the middle shade. Or if I start out with the middle shade and it needs to be a little bit more cool tone than that, I'll go in and add just a little bit of this darkest shade down here. But I use these two items every single day. And I will definitely be repurchasing this when I run out, if and when I ever run out. Because I don't have to use a ton of it, because obviously, like I said, it's for one specific area. But on God, I use these two items every single day. All right, so the blush topper is going to be from Vintage, this Jessica Liebeskind, and it is in the shade Rose Gold. Now, because of my skin tone and the texture, I don't always use a highlighter. Sometimes I strictly go in with a blush topper like this just to get a little bit of a sheen, but to minimize the texture as much as possible. But I just want something to catch the light so it doesn't look completely matte and dead on the sides of my face. I actually think that this goes great over my Milani Luminoso blush, just to pick up just a little bit more of a sheen on the tops of my cheeks. So I will swatch that for you. You can see I have gone in on this one. It's got just enough of a shine to it, but it doesn't give off a ton of pigmentation. But when you turn just the right way, the light hits it and pow! And this is a special occasion highlighter. I pull this out when I'm going full glam, ham on the makeup. I want some serious shine, and it is the Artist Couture. It is Artist Couture in the shade Illuminati. This is what the inside of it looks like. Let's see if I get a little bit. Oh, it has some in the lid. Okay, can we just talk about this color and this shine, please? Like, hello. Okay, this is... Alright, guys, let me back up a little bit so I don't completely blind you. I mean, this is like liquid gold on your hand, okay? God, this will kill them every time. But, so like I said, this is a special occasion for a night out on the town, or, you know, you got a date, you're trying to impress somebody at holidays. You just want that liquid gold on your cheeks, okay? That is what I use that for. The Becca Highlighter Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Prosecco Pop. I have used this a good bit, but I'm currently trying to pan my Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Opal, so that's the one I use every single day. But if I have a little bit more of a warm tone look going on, and I want just a little bit more of a golden bronzy color on the cheek, I will go in with Prosecco Pop, especially if I have gold toned eye makeup on. I will use this one, and just because, I mean, just because it's gorgeous. Do you see? Do you see this pigmentation? Do you see? I'm shook. I'm shook, honey. All right, the first set of brushes that I use all the time, I still keep them in the box, are these Luxie Mini Quad Eye Travel Sets. Now, you have four, one I'm stuck. I don't get a ton of use out of this one. I forget what this one is for. But anyway, these three, this angled blending brush, this shader brush, and then this fluffy blending brush. I kept those in my gym bag, and that's what I did my eye makeup with when I was getting ready at the gym. Sedona Lace, it's the EB13 brush, and it's kind of hard to see because I've used and abused it, but it's this angled blending brush. It's sort of at an angle. It used to be at a little bit more of an angle. Well, anyway. I love, like, if I'm just doing kind of an all-over wash in my crease, this is super fluffy and blends so well. I just take this in my crease and just go to town with the crease color, and within, I mean, less than a minute, it's blended it out. So love, love, love to blend the crease with this brush. Moda Pro Royal and Langnickel set. It was a 3-piece set that we got. Let's see, came with a powder brush and a chisel brush. I use these occasionally. I use this if I ever have any fallout. I'll dust that off of my eye. I don't get a lot of use out of this one, but I have used it, you can tell. But this one is in my everyday makeup bag. When I get through with my crease colors, or if I'm trying to blend out like a smoky eye here in the corner, I go in with this one because it's pointed at the top, and to me you can get a really precise blend going with this one. It is in my everyday makeup bag, and I just love the handle on this one. I don't know why these little rubberized bumps. I don't know, but it is the BMX 430 crease brush. But this little point that the bristles come to at the top make it great for blending out the lower crease color in. So yeah, this is a great brush. One mascara, it is the Tarte mascara. Now, I had already been using this before Boxycharm. I had a couple samples of it and it was my favorite. But getting it in the full size, this is my everyday mascara. If I am going out and I need a dependable mascara that I know is going to give me great lashes and it's not going to flake or rub off or transfer if I blink or sneeze or anything like that, this is what I'm going with. This is tried and true. This has surpassed the Lights Camera Flashes in the Tarte mascara line for me. So thank you Boxycharm, because basically I just was excited I didn't have to pay full price for this. Okay, Bella Pierre Cosmetics, and it is in the shade, it's in the shade Antique Pink. Dusty Rose color, which is probably my go-to in liquid lips, as you'll see. This is shade, it is a little bit drying, but if I go in with a lip oil before, or if I put a clear gloss over it. I think it wears really well, and I just love the color on this. I think it goes really well with my skin tone, and I think it wears well with most makeup looks. All right, the second one is also from Tarte. It's in the Tartiste brand. It's the Tartiste lip paint in the shade Get It. One good coat. It's thin. It doesn't crust up. It's not heavy on your lips. One thin coat, you're good to go. It wears for a really long time. And so this is, if I had to rank all of my liquid lips, this formula and this brand would be my top 2. Now, what is number 1, you ask? Well, conveniently, I have it. All right, the last item that we have is the liquid lip from Ofra Cosmetics. This is hands down my absolute favorite matte liquid lip formula. So we're gonna swatch that right here on the outside. Wear this all the time, once, twice a week, sometimes more. I'm bad about putting this in my purse and carrying it with me and wearing it, putting it on a couple times throughout the day. So I love this color. Okay guys, well that's gonna wrap up my video from what I'm actually using from Boxycharm. Like I said, I love getting the box. It really dawned on me, somebody mentioned it to me, well, you don't seem to like the products. And I was like, I don't know where you got that from, because I love getting them. And then it made me start to really think about what are the products I'm actually using after I just open it up and try everything out. And so if somebody else has done this video, all credit goes to them. I haven't seen it anywhere. So, I wasn't trying to take anybody's video idea. I just wanted to let you guys know, because I've had a couple people tell me that they ordered the boxes because they've seen my videos, and that's great. I 100% recommend this box. I just also am, I like to be conscious with my money, and so I wanted to really look at the items that I was using versus the items that I tried once and then put away, to see if I really thought that it was worth the $21 each month. That's going to be all for today. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You know the drill. If you enjoyed the video, give it a huge thumbs up, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.